The challenger. Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is for the Missouri-Illinois Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the referee, Jim Harris. And now, the challenger for this evening. He is the current Missouri-Illinois Junior Heavyweight Champion from Fort Collins, Colorado, by way of Belleville, Illinois, 175 pounds, the high flying Ace Hawkins. And his opponent, he is the Missouri-Illinois Heavyweight Champion from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 170 pounds, the elitist, Brandon Espinosa.
And fans, this one underway. The Missouri and Illinois Heavyweight Championship on the line as the reigning Junior Heavyweight Champion on the attack. Ace Hawkins taking on the newly crowned Missouri and Illinois Heavyweight Champion, the Brandon Espinosa. And look at this, Brian Kelly, the excitement, the energy, only here at South Broadway.
Most definitely, Tim. It started off fast and furious here with Ace Hawkins. Brandon Espinosa trying to get an edge, but Ace is easy to retaliate.
And there you're seeing the reigning champion working the camera here at ringside as the junior champion. Oh, a big foot right to the face. Commissioner Keith Smith, what a great title match this is.
I'll tell you what, you know, Brandon Espinosa had no idea who his opponent was going to be tonight in this match, but everybody's surprised, and so was Brandon Espinosa. Being that heavyweight champion, you know what? You better be able to take on everybody and anybody.
With the big-time new television deal here on Charter Cable, Just like the commissioner said, you never know what's going to happen from week to week. The biggest name players, the hottest stars, they wrestle here in the MMWA and the SICW. As you're seeing Brandon Espinosa, Ace Hawkins, and back body drop onto the hard point of the ring.
Yeah, the 2011 PWI Rookie of the Year winner, Ace Hawkins, taking a bad bump there on that turnbuckle there by Brandon Espinosa. This is going to be beautiful.
No doubt about it, fans. While I had the opportunity, big-time events happening in the month of March. Saturday night, March the 10th, right back here, South Broadway Athletic Club, the Tim Miller Birthday Bash. 8 to 10 big matches celebrating my birthday. Then Saturday night, March 31st, Memories of Elvis. Steve Davis here at South Broadway with the Elvis Review.
I'll tell you what, and these two guys continue to go back and forth. I heard you reading off all the upcoming dates here at South Broadway. Don't forget, folks, Brandon Espinosa will defend his title next month here at the lovely South Broadway Athletic Club.
No question, Espinosa being forced to back up the big mouth, put the gold on the line. A great example right here as the junior heavyweight champion getting his shot at the heavyweight title. Referee Jim Harris, here's a pin attempt, only a 2 count. Brandon Espinosa, Ace Hawkins in the main event. And let's talk some about Missouri Wrestling Revival.
Yeah, it's most definitely the #1 source for pro wrestling news in the Midwest, Tim. And tonight we were here to honor Brandon Espinosa with the MWR Wrestler of the Year for 2011. And as much as we dislike some of his tactics at times, you cannot deny the man's ability. He is one of the very best. He has defeated people like El Generico, Jay Lethal. Obviously he's got this match well in hand right now. But we're very happy. You go to Missouri Wrestling Revival, you can find out all the news, upcoming shows, videos, promotions, stuff like that.
And he's done it the hard way, Brian. Let's face it. Victories over the likes of A.J. Williams, Phil E. Blunt, the legendary Ron Powers. He's done it all in the past several years. Worked his way up that ladder the hard way. He is indeed the Missouri and Illinois champion, no doubt about it.
Most definitely. 4 years ago, I was here in this very building, Tim, giving Stacey O'Brien her Missouri Wrestling Revival Female Wrestler of the Year, and she actually won her second one this past year. But whenever I saw Brandon Espinosa in the ring at that time, I would have never imagined that he could have came out and been the Wrestler of the Year. Hard work, dedication, that is what Brandon Espinosa has brought to the ring. He's traveled all around the Midwest, and he is right now one of the very best, as Ace Hawkins is finding out very quickly. And this is a very intriguing match because Ace Hawkins is a protege of Brandon Espinosa. So you got to wonder, coming into this match, not knowing who it was going to be and finding out that it is indeed your student. That's got to be a scary situation right here.
No question. It's got to be on the mind of Brandon Espinosa. He's going to slow the pace down here. Nice chin lock here. Look at the emotion on the face of the reigning Missouri and Illinois heavyweight champion as he's grabbing him by the nose, the mouth. Illegal tactics galore. Tony Costa, a great evening of action here at South Broadway. The champion Espinosa doing a number here on the youngster.
Well, Espinosa, like everybody said, you know, he's come a long ways. He's one of the top wrestlers in the Midwest right now. But, you know, he's done a lot of work and training for Ace Hawkins. So Ace might know some things that might bother Espinosa. You know, he's been with him a long time. Maybe he knows something. But it's a great match and a great crowd for tonight. And we're just glad to be here, and we're glad to be on Charter Channel 8.
No question about it. Brian Kelly, the Missouri Wrestling Revival Wrestler of the Year, the reigning heavyweight champion, Espinosa. Whether you like him or not, I agree with you. He is indeed, Brian, the Wrestler of the Year.
Yeah, most definitely. He's got all the talent in the world to go further, and he's just doing it once again. You got to wonder whether or not the teacher has taught the student everything that he knows, because he's going to have to pull one out here. Earlier tonight, Tim, I was taking photos at an intermission, and Ace Hawkins was around here with all the kids signing autographs. It's a beautiful atmosphere here at the South Broadway Athletic Club. But he's going to need all these fans on his side right now if he's going to beat someone of the caliber of Brandon Espinosa. Whoa, look at that. That is beautiful.
And it's going to take moves like that. The energetic youngster, he's on the attack. Spinning kick through the midsection, and there's a face plant. Ace Hawkins, the reigning Missouri and Illinois Junior Heavyweight Champion, full head of steam into the corner. Oh, running clothesline. He's going to go up top here. Brian Kelly, the Junior Heavyweight Champion. Oh, the boot right to the head. Espinosa goes down. Ace Hawkins to the top. Oh, and this might be it if he can only make the cover. And he does a hook of the leg, and oh, Espinosa foot on the rope. That could have done it.
Yeah, but Espinosa knows where he is at all times of the match, and there he is. He put the leg on the rope, saves himself right there.
Indeed he does. Want to say hello to all of our fans from Berkeley to Belleville, St. Joseph to St. Charles, from Sykeston Heights to Dupo, from all points in between. 750,000 households watching the wild world of wrestling as the champion Brandon Espinosa. What's he going to do here? Lock around the midsection, setting up Ace Hawkins, the heavyweight champion. This is going to be deadly.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. Chain wrestling at the best. Brandon Espinosa hooking him and hitting him with a big suplex there. I don't even know what you call it, Tim. That was just innovative.
Innovative indeed. You never know what these guys are going to come up with. That's why he's the reigning heavyweight champion. That's why he's pro wrestling superstar in the pages of PWI. And that's why he's the wrestler of the year, quite frankly, Brian Kelly.
Yeah, most definitely. Ace Hawkins is going to have to reel back in it and get into this match. He needs to really focus.
And oh, Espinosa staying on the attack. Fans, don't forget, Channel 8. Charter Cable, Friday, 6 p.m. The Wild World of Wrestling, Channel 98 in some homes. And Wrestling Returns, Southborough Athletic Club, Saturday night, March the 10th. 8 to 10 big matches, the Tim Miller Birthday Bash, Saturday night, March 10th, right here at South Broadway, Keith Smith. March 10th should be a great event.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be an awesome night, just like tonight. You know what? We've seen the very best in everybody tonight. We've had a new television champion crowned. We've had everything going on. Now all of a sudden, Brandon Espinosa gets this thing out of a bag. It almost looked like a dress, Tim Miller. What do you think?
I don't know what to say about that. I really don't.
Was he going to dress him up as a Barbie doll, choke him with it? I don't know what he was doing.
I don't know either. Why would he be carrying a dress with that? I just don't understand, Tim.
Maybe it's for Tim Miller's birthday bash. You know what I mean? He's getting dressed up early.
That could be the case, and that does take place here at South Broadway on Saturday night, March the 10th. 8 to 10 big matches as the reigning heavyweight champion, Brandon Espinosa, wasting a lot of time, jaw-jacking with the crowd here at ringside. The fans, they do not like the reigning champion. They do not like Espinosa and Ace Hawkins. What was that? Out of nowhere, bicycle kick to the head. The junior champion with a forearm shot. He's going up to that middle rope. He's hooking the leg. Espinosa in trouble, jockeying for position. Ace Hawkins staying on the attack. Oh, but now he's knocked off the ropes, but he stays on it, Brian.
Most definitely, he's on top of it. It's going back and forth. Teacher and student here. If Ace Hawkins can hit this big move, we could have a new champion. Whoa, yes, that is beautiful, beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. Both men flat on their backs. Jim Harris putting the count to both men. Fans, want to remind you, important information. MissouriWrestlingRevival.com. That's where you want to go. Your #1 source for Midwest wrestling news. MissouriWrestlingRevival.com. DeBray Tallman, Brian Kelly and company, keeping you up to date and informed. StLouisWrestling.com, the official website of the MMWA and the SICW. And of course, watch us each and every Friday, 6 p.m., Channel 8 Charter Cable. Champion versus champion here, Brian Kelly. What a way to end the program this week.
Oh, most definitely. And you talk about Missouri Wrestling Revival, both of these guys has got trading cards. We're very happy to have them in the MWR Trading Card Series. And there is talks right now that Brandon Espinosa's card has been selling out. He's been wrestling all over the country. That he is actually going to be getting a new card where it lists Missouri Wrestling Revival Wrestler of the Year. So I'm excited about that situation right there.
That is very exciting news. Would that make him the first man in the set with 2 cards?
Actually, no. The first man to do do that was Mike Seidel, somebody that he is very familiar with, Brandon Espinosa, as they have tag team in the past and so forth. So, Brandon Espinosa got the knees up right there, saved him just in time with Ace Hawkins with that big splash.
Because as we all know, the champion here, Espinosa, is all about one-upping everyone else. And here you go. This is going to do it. Oh, the face driver. Espinosa, hook of the leg. Oh, so very close, Brian Kelly. I thought that was it.
Oh, yeah, he was very, very close. He almost had it ended. He thought he did. He's talking to the ref. Espinosa, fierce competitor, fierce competitor.
Commissioner Keith Smith, we're quickly running out of television time here this week on Charter Communications Channel 8, Champion versus Champion. If we don't get the finish this week, we'll have it at the opener next week.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be an exciting finish, folks. Stay tuned. Hopefully we'll see you right back here next week.
And we're going to stay with it, Brian, as long as possible. Oh, Espinosa, this time it should do it.
It looks like it could be. Oh, yeah, very good. It's over. Brandon Espinosa picks up another win. But, Tim, I got to ask you, well, how old are you going to be at this birthday bash?
The Missouri, Illinois heavyweight champion.
I got you there, didn't I, Tim? Got you there.
Espinosa.
Go get a Mountain Dew. Are we ready?
A little bit. Notice. A little bit. Come on, Paul.
It's messing up. I don't know what's wrong with this. I don't know what's wrong.
Hey, I took a picture of you and Brian.
Nice.
Fans, this match is one fall. Introducing first, to my right, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 220 pounds, the wrestling machine, Dave Vaughn. And his opponent, from Puerto Rico, weighing 270 pounds,
I'll tell you what, folks, this is going to start off right where it left off last month. These two guys going head to head, and I'll tell you what, they're not going to hold nothing back, Tim Miller.
No doubt about it. International wrestling superstar Ricky Cruz on the attack here against multi-time champion Dave Vaughn. Fans, don't forget, wrestling returns, Southborough Athletic Club, Saturday night, March 10th. The Tim Miller Birthday Bash, 8 to 10 big matches on March 10th, right here at South Broadway. 2 weeks later in East Carondelet. StLouisWrestling.com for all the details.
I'll tell you what, folks, you know, you're seeing a lot of good stuff out of both these guys. Last month, they went toe-to-toe for 15 minutes, and I'll tell you what, they beat the crap out of each other, and that's as far as I can go with that. You know, I know we're on public access, and hopefully I didn't overstep the boundaries by saying that. It looks like we're going to end off, you know, it's just amazing.
No doubt about it, absolutely amazing as two of the sport's top men here at ringside. Oh, thunderous chop from the wrestling machine. Dave Vaughn, a second one. Ricky Cruz absorbing a third one. The international superstar. I've never seen him compromise like this, but he's going to turn it up a notch himself. And Vaughn, very sneaky there, Keith.
I'll tell you what, Vaughn ducked the chop. I'll tell you what, last month his chest looked like ground burger.
The fans still talking about what they've seen on Charter Communications Channel 8 just weeks ago. These two men, tooth and nail, back and forth, and this is the rematch, Keith. Great matchmaking by Tony Costa.
I'll tell you what, it's been an awesome night tonight. You know, don't forget, folks, we return right here to South Broadway Athletic Club on March the 10th at 8 o'clock is our bell time.
8 o'clock p.m., the superstar wrestlers of the MMWA and the SICW on March 10th. And then the special 22nd anniversary, Steve Davis, Memories of Elvis. Come be a part of Ben Simon's favorite entertainment act. Steve Davis, Memories of Elvis, 22nd anniversary, March 31st here at South Broadway.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a spectacular month. You know, this month we're getting ready to finish it up. You know, with this match right here tonight, it's going to be a great night. We're ending and a great start to next month.
Dave Vaughn, Ricky Cruz here in the main event this week on Channel 8 Charter Communications, also being simulcast on YouTube. Ben Simon, what a way to end the program here this month.
Well, here, whether you're watching on Channel 8 in Missouri or on ST Lewis Wrestling on YouTube, you are seeing a fine matchup between these two who have become foes, actually. This is a grudge match, and actually we had announced earlier that these two would face each other in a no-holds-barred bout, and Dave Vaughn has actually declined to sign that contract. But they are still here, they are in the ring, and Ricky Cruz looks like he is in trouble.
He is definitely in more trouble than your sister was on her prom night on her date with me, Ben Simon. Dave Vaughn, Ricky Cruz in the main event. Big time action here on Channel 8 Cable, Charter Communications. A great way to wrap up your Friday. Ricky Cruz, Dave Vaughn, both of these guys on the attack. Russian leg sweep here by Vaughn. Cruz in trouble, Keith.
I'll tell you what, Cruz is in trouble, but let's not forget what happened last month. In the heavyweight title match, Dave Vaughn interfered. You know, Ricky Cruz tried to help, and I'll tell you what, this is just escalating more and more every month as it goes on. Every match we see, you never know what's going to happen.
Well, Keith, yourself, you were a former Missouri and Illinois heavyweight champion. Espinosa, he's the current reigning champion. All of these guys in the locker room, the same way they hunted you, they're hunting Espinosa. You got to understand the mentality.
Oh, yeah. You know, you go from being the hunted to the hunter, and it doesn't take long to put a bullseye right on your chest. And that's what Brandon Espinosa did last month, you know, with the help of Dave Vaughn.
And then you add in the television footage, the big-time cable deal, the Pro Wrestling Illustrated, the internet show, all of these guys realizing the opportunities for spotlight presence. These guys, they all want to be on top, Keith.
I'll tell you what, you can't count out anybody. You see in Ricky Cruz, you see Dave Vaughn, you see Gary Jackson, who beat Dave Osborne tonight. You know, they're all still gunning for Brandon Espinosa. Brandon has just made that target bigger and bigger and bigger on his chest.
And Ricky Cruz, house full of steam. This guy, he's on the attack, Ben. The fans on YouTube, they love Ricky Cruz.
Fast and furious and undefeated as well. Ricky Cruz, he signals it's time for the end of the psychotic Dave Vaughn as he has become. Now, last month, we saw Dave Vaughn and Ricky Cruz in a match much similar to this one. But Dave Vaughn lost that encounter, and then Dave Vaughn really took it to Ricky Cruz, as we see a big power slam there, and he choked the big man out. Ricky Cruz wants his revenge tonight, and so far, I think he might be getting it.
The international superstar, Puerto Rico's finest, Ricky Cruz, back into the corner here by the wrestling machine, Dave Vaughn. Keith Smith Jr. putting the count on both men. Big European-style uppercut, calling for the chop here. Oh, but he missed it. And Ricky Cruz lighting up the chest once again, Ben Simon.
He lit him up, and Vaughn is in pain. Ricky Cruz can't capitalize, though. Look at those knees from Dave Vaughn, knocking Cruz loopy, and a big clothesline, and down goes the big man.
And that's that added factor of offense that Dave Vaughn, the wrestling machine, brings to the table. That's why he's known as the wrestling machine. He comes from left field, Ben Simon, never knowing what to expect, and he delivers.
And with this new, more aggressive attitude to Dave Vaughn, as we see a cover, only a 2, with this new, more aggressive version of Dave Vaughn we are seeing, he is more like an actual soulless machine. And I think the name has never been more appropriate.
And Ricky Cruz here, Keith Smith, calling for the end, calling for the throat slice. What's he gonna do here to Dave Vaughn? Oh, kick right to the face.
Right to the head. I'll tell you what, Ricky Cruz just put the, and we see Gary Jackson now come to ringside. I got speechless. All of a sudden I seen Gary out there, and I didn't know what was gonna happen.
Two of the big name players here, the great one, gorgeous Gary Jackson. Ricky Cruz, I don't know what they're discussing here, Ben.
Spear! Oh my God! But Gary's interfering. That's a...
And Gary Jackson here, Keith Smith. What's he doing?
I'll tell you what, it looks like he's taking out all his frustration right there on Dave Vaughn, who interfered in the match with him and Brandon Espinosa, which cost him the heavyweight title.
But he's going to earn no points here with Ricky Cruz. He just cost Cruz a victory, Keith.
I'll tell you what, you know as well as I do, you know Gary Jackson, he'll cheat if he has to.
Yes, he will, but now he's going to deal with a big-time player who's going to be very frustrated. I'm very interested to see what this is going to break into. Cruz, he looks very confused here, Keith.
I'll tell you what, Ricky Cruz does look confused, but, you know, as he's probably telling him right there, he doesn't have nothing against him.
And we're looking for the decision here from Keith Smith Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner by disqualification, Dave Vaughn.
And in a roundabout way, Gary costing Ricky Cruz's first defeat.
I'll tell you what, it's a defeat, but not one that's going to be taken lightly. You know, it's only a DQ. His shoulders were never pinned, and you know what? He's still undefeated if you really look at it that way, Tim.
And that's the way I look at it, too. Fans, don't forget, each and every Friday, 6 p.m., Channel 8, Charter Communications, myself, the Commissioner Keith Smith, Tony Costa, and the star of our show, Herb Simmons, with 30 minutes of wrestling's best. So until next time, fans, don't forget, tune in, check us out on the internet, stlouiswrestling.com. We'll see you next time.